It's the most wonderful time of the year. PyCharm 2025.3 is out, and if you can't tell already, I'm very excited about this version, which includes some neat new features. Before I show you the cool stuff, I have to let you know about an important update. As announced earlier, PyCharm 2025.2 was the last major release of the Community Edition. Starting with 2025.3, we're moving to a unified PyCharm. One product for everyone. Don't worry though, community users can still use PyCharm for free, and now you'll even get built-in Jupyter notebook support. Alright, now let's move on to the fun part. What's new in PyCharm 2025.3? Notice anything different here? Of course you do. In this release, we're introducing a new welcome screen. No longer a non-modal dialog, the welcome screen is now a tab inside the IDE, which feels more natural and smoother to use. When the welcome tab is open, it takes over the left panel. That's where you'll find actions like New Project, Open Project, Clone Repository, and Remote Development, as well as your list of recent projects. Inside the tab, you'll also get quick actions such as New Script, New Notebook, and Import File, each opening right in the IDE as a new tab. The goal is to make this screen feel like a normal workspace tab so you can open and run code seamlessly. I'll often have a Jupyter notebook and want to test it on more powerful hardware, or just try my project on a different OS. For that, remote development is the way to go, and connecting to a remote server is really easy. Here is how to do it. Open the Toolbox app, open the drop-down menu next to the Toolbox app menu and click SSH. Select New SSH connection and enter your server address. In my case, I created an AWS EC2 instance, then hit Create. Make sure PyCharm is installed on the Tools tab, then open it remotely, and just like that, you're ready to work with your Jupyter notebook files on another machine seamlessly. Let me open this Jupyter notebook I've already created, but this time remotely. I'm connected to a Linux machine now. I'll run it. As you can see, this project features several tables and a single widget, and everything appears to be properly rendered. The best part is that all the features you already rely on in PyCharm function exactly the same when working remotely. You still get full editor parity, so your shortcuts, your refactorings, and all those smart inspections feel completely familiar. You also get intelligent code completion and navigation, and managing your Python environments is just as easy. Our goal is to make this remote Jupyter experience as smooth and reliable as working locally. No lag or setup headaches, just powerful, efficient development anywhere. In 2025.3, we are extending our support for UV, my personal favorite Python package and project manager, making it easy and smoother to work with UV-based projects. First, if you want to create a new project and you have UV in your system, PyCharm will automatically suggest it as the default environment manager. You can either leave the corresponding system version or select an alternative Python version. Now, this next feature is really great. Let's suppose we have a UV-based project. Previously, when you ran a file, PyCharm would point to a project interpreter instead of UV run. That wasn't ideal. There are workarounds, but they are kind of a pain. Now, in 2025.3, UV run is used by default instead of the project interpreter. This applies to all Python configurations, including test configurations. Here is another example, this time with test configurations. I have a simple Task Manager CLI project here, and my tests are under this test folder. As you can see, once I press run, it automatically uses UV run, exactly as expected. This option is enabled by default, but you can enable or disable it anytime in your run configuration window via Modify Options, Run with UV run. Now, why is this so cool? If you do not have a virtual environment set up, it will create one. If the Python version in that virtual environment doesn't match your project interpreter, it will fix that too. And if you edit your pyproject.toml but haven't synced your dependencies yet, it will take care of that as well. It saves tons of time, so you can focus on what really matters. When we get a new dataset, the very first thing we usually do is check the quality, right? Identifying duplicates, missing values, outliers, etc. A quick way to do this, without writing a single line of code, is through statistic headers in PyCharm. When you open your dataset for the first time, these headers instantly give you an overview of what's happening with your data column by column. But now there is something even better, a new feature called data exploration. To enable it, head to Settings, Python, Tables, and enable Run Data Quality Checks after table creation. This feature currently works for Pandas data frames. Here, I've got a simple data frame with Netflix shows, which includes things like director, release date, and duration. You'll notice PyCharm automatically detected two issues with the dataset: some missing values in certain columns and outliers in the release year column. So even without writing any code, you can already see potential data problems right inside the IDE. And if you have AI Assistant installed, you'll see an extra option appear: Fix with AI. You can choose which issues you want to solve and simply click the button. PyCharm will then generate the code to fix that specific issue. In my case, it automatically handled the missing values in the duration column. And it doesn't stop there. Data exploration can also identify duplicates and redundant columns. For example, if your dataset includes only movies released in 2025, the year column becomes redundant, and PyCharm will flag that too. So, in just a few clicks, you can explore, understand, and clean your data. No manual scripting required. PyCharm 2025.3 expands its language server protocol integration with powerful new features from the Astral, Microsoft, and Meta ecosystems, giving you more flexibility and faster feedback while coding. We've integrated RAF, TY, PyWrite, and Pyrofly, all of which are available directly inside the unified PyCharm. By default, these tools are disabled. To enable them, open Settings, Python, Tools, where you'll find all four listed. Let's try Pyrofly as an example. Click Enable and choose what you want to use it for. I'll use it for inspections, completions, and inlay hints. If Pyrofly isn't already installed in your environment, PyCharm will take care of that for you. Just click Install Pyrofly, hit Apply, and you're good to go. Developed by Meta's Python language tooling team, Pyrofly displays inferred Python types in line as you write in real time. You'll see type information instantly right next to your code without needing to hover or open tooltips. It's a small but powerful addition that makes understanding your code's flow faster and more intuitive. Next up is Base PyWrite, an enhanced fork of Microsoft's PyWrite language server. It brings precise type checking, delivers excellent performance, especially for large or multi-module projects, and includes error baseline support. We're also adding support for TY, Astral's lightweight type checker. It's currently in development, but if you'd like to test it out before the stable release, we've made it available for you. If you want instant feedback and minimal resource usage, TY is the perfect choice. It is fast, efficient, and easy to set up. And finally, let's talk about RAF, also from Astral. You can use RAF for inspections, formatting, and import optimization. If you've used RAF before, you already know how useful these features are. I won't go into much detail on the formatting capabilities. Astral's docs have everything you need to know. RAF supports over 800 lint rules, and sometimes they are not very human readable. That's why PyCharm now provides completion for them, along with full names and inline names once you select your code. And here is a nice touch. The configuration options are clickable. Just click one and PyCharm will take you straight to the Astral documentation for more details. Together, these new LSP-based tools deliver a smoother, faster, and more intelligent Python editing experience, all built right into PyCharm. You've probably used Claude before to write code, clean up projects, or experiment with ideas. Well, here is the big news. You can now use Claude Agent directly in PyCharm. No extra plugins, no separate logins, and no standalone app. It's powered by Anthropic's Agent SDK and fully integrated into your IDE. With Claude Agent and Junie, now available in the same chat interface, you can switch between them effortlessly and get the right kind of help for every task. By offering this multi-agent experience, PyCharm adds new levels of flexibility and power to your workflow. To try Claude Agent, open AI Chat, Chat, Claude Agent. Then type your prompt. For example, I'll feed it my main file and then ask Claude to generate a simple Pac-Man-like game. If it is your first time, PyCharm will prompt you to install the component. Just hit install and continue and you're all set. Here is the result. And if you want a bit more control, you can switch to plan mode, which lets you preview Claude's step-by-step implementation strategy for a more predictable and transparent workflow. Managing your AI usage is now simpler and more transparent. PyCharm introduces a new AI widget that shows you remaining credits, renewal date, and top-up balance right inside the IDE. Your quota is divided into two parts: monthly AI quota, automatically renewed every 30 days, top-up credits, optional add-ons that remain valid for 12 months. With this update, you can see your AI balance in real time, add credits directly from the IDE, and keep full control over your usage, making AI management clearer and more convenient than ever. And to help you better manage your quota, if your task uses more than 1.2 AI credits, you will get a notification from Junie. This feature is available in the Junie plugin and will be coming to AI Chat soon. If you already have API credits with another AI provider like OpenAI or Anthropic, Bring Your Own Key will let you connect your own API keys so you can use them directly in PyCharm and other JetBrains IDEs. While JetBrains AI remains the best way to access more AI features like enhanced completions and additional models, Bring Your Own Key adds flexibility for anyone who wants to use their preferred provider for in-IDE chat or agent and work on their own term. And that's a quick look at what's new in PyCharm 2025.3. This release is packed with improvements, from smarter database tools and smoother UI interactions to overall performance and stability upgrades that make your daily workflow even better. To see everything that's new, visit our What's New page for the full rundown. And of course, you can download PyCharm 2025.3 today to try out all these new features yourself. We'd love to hear what you think. Your feedback helps us continue to improve PyCharm.